as far as I'm concerned, COVID has very transparently exposed deep fissures in the system of education. And you can see it across so many measures. Attendance is down. Grades are slipping. Engagement is low. I mean, kids used to complain about high school before, but the way that we have presented not only this distance learning program, but also what we offer them in the building as well, neither one of these options seems extremely attractive. And I think that's the problem. The value proposition in education is low, and the students find other ways to spend and use their time. And were it not for the compulsory nature of school, maybe we're not giving enough quality service. And so I think that COVID exposed that reality, and also has given students an opportunity to see what online learning could look like, that there is an option where they could do school from home using the internet to dramatically broaden their capacity and access to information. Technology, how do I say, is a landscape for learning now. Instead of the teacher being the guide, they have a canvas of information. So that landscape can allow the student to completely personalize their learning, but also get into a sense of discovery, and can take that sense of discovery as far and as deep as they want the rabbit hole to go. Not only do they get access to information, but they also get access to people. We can teach our students to be advocates, self-advocates, to have authenticity and agency, to validate themselves online. And what I mean by validate themselves is to show who they really are. They have the opportunity to write themselves onto the landscape. So if we can teach them to be advocates in the era of Twitter and Clubhouse, they can talk directly to people that affect them if we give them enough courage, if we can teach them to be that risky. I am a big supporter of a gamified classroom. It is something that I have been working on and advocating for a very long time. I think giving students the opportunity to have an incentive protocol for their learning is a very good motivator for today's student. We have a generation of people who are either gamers or social media users, and both of those use an incentive model to continue to engage. While in education is based on what I could describe as a penalizing model. If you do well, you get the points. If you don't, you lose points, versus in a game system, you just continue to level up. Other game features that I think about also include the fact that you never lose XP. You only gain XP. And so in that sense, you start very low and you gain mastery over time, versus having a grade that fluctuates up and down. The fact that you can only take an exam one time in some traditional classrooms, whereas in a game situation, you can replay that level over and over until you defeat the boss. So it really is about learning the skill than it is about memorizing and getting one shot at bat. So these are, I think, the features that can make a bigger impact on our students, especially students of today. The other thing that I'm motivated about is the more we integrate the digital landscape into the classroom, the more we can diversify the way the students use and access their technology. Many of our students only use technology for social benefit, for social means, social media, their game, they're on some guild or whatever it may be. So when we begin to integrate this technology more and more into the classroom, we're also giving students permission to see it as a professional tool, to develop their professional profile, to make a verified and public impact with who they are and how they want to come at the marketplace. And so I think that would help them tremendously. Know that the first permutation or the first iteration is not going to be all that you want or envision, but as you get more technology and as you integrate the digital landscape more into your classroom, you'll find that is actually quite helpful. You can keep a digital record. Things you can switch and swap out can be a lot easier. As you learn more, you gain more skills, and then as you gain more skills, you diversify what you can do, and you can really customize your digital experience over time. And the more that we can take that experience and somehow connect it to their real world, to their actual online profiles, to show them as good writers and good scientists, then I think we're starting to make impact on the Web 3.0.